Hey guys, I wanted to make a video today to kind of fill you in on where I've been in the last several years. I think that my most popular video to date has been my video sharing my alcohol addiction story. And it's interesting because I've noticed that so many people never saw my drinking as a problem. Only I was able to recognize it as a problem. And I think that it's so important to acknowledge this normalcy. uh, anyway, how normal people find drinking to be nowadays, that, we overindulge and we have hangovers and we have dependency, and it's all considered like normal now. It's like this normal part of life to just cope with booze. Anyway, when I made my video on alcohol addiction, I think I was probably about 2 months sober, and I went to about 6 months sober, and then that January of that new year, 2017, I started drinking again very, very minimally. Just on weekends, I'd have like a drink or two, and that was it. So I thought I had it under control at that point. And then I got pregnant with my third baby in first week of July, end of June, July, on the cusp of June and July of 2017, and was obviously not drinking. And then I gave birth to my daughter in March of last year, so she'll be a year this month. I started drinking probably, well, I was nursing her, but I was still drinking in between nursing. And I started to, within the last few months, use alcohol to cope with the stress of being a new parent again. January was a shit show. I was drinking almost, every night in January. I think I drank more than half the month. When I'd get mad at myself for drinking, I would go like a week without it, and then I would hit it hard on like that 6th or 7th day. I am very serious about my sobriety at this point in my life. I'll tell you that. A couple nights ago, I had 2.5 glasses of wine, which to many is like not a big deal, right? But I was drunk, and I woke up the next day with a hangover, and I thought to myself, no, I don't want to do this anymore. I'm over it, guys. I'm tired of feeling like crap. Just to have a semi-decent feeling the night before, you can kind of like, escape for a little bit with some out of control feeling in your mind. It's just like, why, I'd rather find a way to enjoy my life without that shit, and I'd really rather find a way to cope with my stress without it as well. There's so many other ways that we can get to the root of our issues and learn to get through them gracefully without needing to booze. Am I disappointed in myself? Not really, because I understand, my journey, and I think, when you can stop obsessing over every single relapse or every single letdown and start to see it as a part of your journey, and that you're a little bit stronger each time you return to sobriety, and a little bit more, mindful of what it takes, and more aware of your triggers, and more aware of your temptations. I think that, it's all part of it. You're never gonna just be like, okay, I'm done. And if you are, that's fantastic. But most people aren't. Most people get through life with this zigzag motion of ups and downs, and it's not always a straight shot to the end. It's never a straight shot to the end, no matter what. If you're drinking or not, life is going to be a journey of ups and downs, highs and lows, great moments, shitty moments, the good and the bad. But I will say that, sobriety is truly a gift. It really is. And I respect it and appreciate it so much more now than I ever have in the past. I started hitting booze really hard in my late teens, and it really messed me up for a while. And I think that, it's not as bad as, again, as other people would perceive it to be. I think that it was bad for me because I had an awareness, a personal awareness of what it was doing to me. From the outside looking in, people are like, oh, this woman's just having 2 glasses of wine, she's good. But for me, experiencing it firsthand, I'm like, those 2 glasses of wine messed me up, and it wasn't worth it, and I paid the price the next day, and I felt like shit all the next day. And it really throws off your chemistry. It throws off your body chemistry, it throws off your moods, it throws off your cognitive functions, and all that stuff. It messes with your gut, your hormones. Alcohol is a lot more detrimental to your health than you might realize. And even people who have a strong mind or a strong immune system, and they're like, oh, I got this, I can handle my drink. I would still argue that and say that, you could be functioning in such a higher capacity if you forego it, if you decide to live life naturally, to experience emotions as they come, and to, because think about it, it's like, oh, let's get a drink. Why? Every person getting a drink wants to enhance, heighten their feeling, this euphoric sort of like, we're going to have a better time because we're drinking, is the mentality, is the underlying belief of drinking. Like, we're going to have a more fun time because alcohol is involved, Think about when people go out, clubs, bars, parties, even house parties, like drinks. It's like drinking has become the common theme in all these functions and get-togethers. And it just, it causes so many problems for so many people, myself included. And I'm at a point now, guys, where I'm just really tired of it, I'm just tired of it. Like, I don't feel like doing it. I want to give myself a chance at really enjoying my life, really experiencing it, fully living it, each experience, and not always getting over a hangover or getting over an alcohol stint, a binge. I'm tired of always being in a state of recovery. You know what I mean? I mean, that's not to say that, like, lifelong recovery is definitely a thing, and I am very, very happy for people who are able to stay in recovery, and see it as recovery for the duration of their lives. But what I mean is that, like, I'm tired of always starting over. I'm tired of always having that new beginning, that new counter, that new sober day counter. Like, I want it to be me, like, I want it to just be who I am naturally. Like, I want to have, like, years and years under my belt of sobriety. Like, I want to just know, like, that there's never going to be a chance in hell that I return to that shit ever again. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I just wanted to come clean about it because there was a lot of comments on my addiction video, like, oh, she'd probably return to drinking. Yeah, you're fucking right, I did. I did, and I'm not proud of what happened there. That little stint of giving up on myself and my goals and my priorities and my dreams, But there's nothing better than being honest about where you've been and what you've been up to. There's nothing better about being forthcoming and not in denial. There's nothing better about saying, hey, listen, guys, mistakes are made. People screw up. You know, 6 months of sobriety, that was like the best 6 months of my life, and I can't wait to get back there again because I felt clear-headed and I felt healthy and I felt amazing. I had energy. I felt vibrant. I felt happy, and I miss it. And I want that to be just my everyday functionality. You know, I want that to be me on a day-to-day. So I just really quickly wanted to share that with you and let you know what's been going on, and I do hope to catch up soon and to let you all know what I've been doing in the very near future. So, thanks for watching.